Oh, I'm William. I just woke up, still no alarm for 1 hour after this stuff all dropped. But we have the kits. We have a 5-toin unbreakable. Open image in new tab or that. Image new tab. Let's do it like this. The sizing is be a bit different. There's Faust. Stuff there. Yeah. Yeah, I went to go look back at the thing, see if they got Salvador's, at least like the big things. Like, wait a second, it is the final toy of. Yeah, I was like, wow, that's very disappointing. Tremor Storch. Burn, Tremor, Burn. Yeah. I don't want to do the same complaints again every time, but wow, this is like very. No was. Oh. 9-2 is in shambles. Wow. Them the exact same Cinefindies as well. Oh man. I feel like they put Swaff and just says, oh yeah, their Tremor ID. They have to have Swaff. Because that's how they do a lot of stuff. Where it's like, now with all the IDs, they have to have the respective Sin element of the SAS effects. Because Williams Company is a heavy SAS effect game, and they don't seem to want to move away from that, or at least for some IDs, anytime soon. Anyways, for some moment, let's look at the passives first. The passives. The root winged butterfly feeds upon the popper Duin mist breath. Target's butterfly Dane Trash power. On hidden targets have X plus thinking plus both butterfly, butterfly the living, and butterfly departed. Always active Bomb Ego Solomon Yi Song exclusive effect. On hit base sales fix tremor on target. Because they fix tremor sinking. I hate what they did to Tremor, honestly. Tremor is now just now everything else is Tremor because they'll have to inflict it. Ugh. Well. Effect on use Bomb Ego Solomon Yi Song exclusive effect. Special type of treats for some of living and departed opponents in town. After voting, heal SP and to start X base attack stills of well restricted auto student still slots. Except goodbye now a sorrow in you. So they have this starred now. The SE Yi Song is in a horrible state. Isn't he still one of them not even inflict any sinking? Yeah, it doesn't inflict any sinking. It's lower user stagger threshold. You know, I actually like the DSE Association. Because I used like playing Sinking back during the second Mirror Dungeon. Before I decided to move more into Burn and Tremor. So out of the 7, my top 3 is, in no particular order, Sinking, Burn, Tremor. So when I start doing the Burn and Tremor ones, like the last season's like, oh, whoa, that's good. And then now there's, Burn, Tremor, the Eastern Thumb, basically exclusive, not anymore. 2 toins still ones. Wait, it's Mono Swash. What do you mean it's Mono Swash? They had a double pierce toin still. It's blades out of the case. You can swash and they can stab, poke, pierce. What do you mean they're all swash? Oh. So they make Dawn Office all swash. Salvador, yeah, I'm pretty sure is supposed to be. Yeah, he would make some swash. Should be some pierce here, and Dawn Office Sinclair's still free should be blunt. Blazing Strike is blunt. Stigmatize is pierce. Oh, hold on. I go over here to the wiki. These are top books. They have 3 of them. They didn't give them the pierce one. Eject. They don't have it. Oh, of course, Trashable Towners, right? It's all Trashable Towners, right? Trashable Towner. Trashable Towner. Wow. It's just defense as well. Yeah, and then they have that Fall Protect that was in the trailer that's gluttony. So at least it helps with more Cinefindies, but why is Stigmatize on, you know? How come they didn't eject? Butterfly slashes are still 2, isn't it? They put it, yeah, they put it still 2. What? Oh no, eject is there. It's still free. But now it's a free toy swash? Who put the naming on these? Oh no. Trip defense though, just turn heal SP. Oh, like that would offset the SP toss because it forces reload when you dart with Solemn and song. Stagger, turn for stagger, then reload. So, but I think the bigger problem with this is that it only is for Solemn and song. Because it's that Butterfly Dangerous Power hits the target both sinking both Butterfly, Frick, Living, and Departed. So it doesn't really help out any other sinking ones. So not only does it have the star, which I just removes the SE. Actually, no shielding. So this song is still there for some shielding, like in my random teams. He survived, I think. So, but Last Refraction Railway, Bokdak, line 1. Yeah, he was there. Unfocused volley. When freaking Butterfly using this unfocused volley, you know, it looked like with the animation I was hitting everyone. Also, I want to play real quick. When going to revisit the trailer, the sound effects felt off for this. It felt like it was, you know, unfocused volley is a bit surprising. I thought it was all with how it looked like on the animation. Do I have to bring it up real quick? Hold on, open up YouTube back in a private tab. Oh, these recommendations on like no account log are horrible. Okay, so yeah, it looks like, yeah, if you see slightly has hit effects for like a specific target, but and more was like it would hit everyone. But no, it's unfocused the volley. Okay. Honestly, it may seem like I'm being negative here, which I guess I am, but I still like Limbus. Overall, I do want to use the Dawn Office ones for Bible readings and just in general, but I am disappointed with the direction they did though for the actual units, and it seems like I am quite vocal about it, but this is not saying, oh, it's bad, it's just, it's not what I wanted. I'm disappointed. But I will still roll because I saved up Lunacy, alright? And I did to make the content, I have my fun with it. It's like any other ID drop. Even if I don't like how they chose to design it, I will still give it a try and, you know, make videos on it. On hits, first coin, is it? Yeah, first free, the same Frick X random butterfly, don't know the limits of that random, and if it's sinking count, and fourth one, X random butterfly, sinking count, if it's room fragility and rooms this down this and next turn. 5, so all living and departed on south, which is a bomb ego song meant Nissan exclusive thing. Wait, I didn't even read this top stuff here. When freaking butterfly using this still is effect, here's a heads % chance to inflict the departed. These do not inflict the departed, inflict the living instead. Doing trash power for they actually gave multi-toning ego trash power. They usually don't do this, which is, they need to do this more often. A lot of these multi-toning egos suck with trashing, because if they put the power in it, it'll be too strong as multi-toning. So they have to put trash power in its things, but they don't like to do that. So it leaves a lot of multi-toning egos horrible for trashing. Alright. Every sync must both butterfly on the main target, but it is a sinking conditional one. If one ego Lament uses still, for like the random assortment of Room Res plus X Living and Departed, attack and reload. So we have the 5th and final coin, which actually Frozen Tremor here. Potency. Sinking and Tremor potency. The Butterfly Living and Departed guaranteed fixed potencies. On hit trigger turn burst use target's tremor count. Deal Druid damage equal to sum of both Butterfly on target. Deal Druid damage equal to Living and Departed spent by this coin. X times X, this coin's final damage. So, interesting to note that final one is still an unfocused one. It's not just a fixed one. So that is a bit disappointing. I know some actually I don't think I was about to say it was an example I can give where unfocused volley hits all. Ring Favist Rodion, but unfocused volley hits all at the final one. And it fixed the tremor for tremor and tremor burst. So I thought I'm gonna go back to the trailer. I have the different OBS profile. We have the Trojan, Free Toin, both Pierce as well. Just woke up. Have to breathe more, so don't talk too much. Alright. Targets randomly indiscriminate. Transfer for X sinking plus both butterfly on the main target. Actually, it doesn't have any tremor conditionals for that. Oh. What was the point of throwing the sinking tremor thing? There's now 4 of them now, with no relation to each other. Burn tremor was the East Thumb thing. And now... tremor sinking is just thrown around, I guess. Tool started more Ishmael. His self-tremor identity sinking, and inflicts some tremor on their stuff. Yeah, 5 tremor on their still 2 potency. Yeah, and they made a second tremor sinking for them, very specific for Jiang's office, which didn't need to be tremor at all. It had been slashed to start, didn't need SAS effect, or just some poise to start. In any case, protecting plus highest res divided by X attack rate, lose base power for every track coin, so this is hitting them all of every coin. So first one, Unbreakable, inflict Butterfly the Living. Second one, inflict Butterfly the Departed. Second one, inflict Dream Fragility and Dream Resist down. This turn and the next turn. Third turn, on hit, inflict Sinking, inflict Tremor. Both potency and Tremor burst. Reduce target's Tremor count. Deal Droom damage equal to sum of both Butterfly on target and deal Droom damage equal to Sinking on target. That's, you know, it's sort of like Pros are better, so it's everyone has a fixed living and departed, the Dream Fragility, and the Tremor. Yeah, so maybe you might want to prefer. Well, it depends on which the passive active. There's always passive based skills for Tremor and target. Just potency. They just throw in potency razor like they did with Raven's mentor Marceau. So some Lament Yisong. Yeah, after rewarding USP and discharge, still trip this turn, USP or stagger load. So maybe you do want to use the base one just to remove, or if it's single target, yeah, single target use base, but if it's multiple, you want to prefer the Solemn Lament one, Corrosion. But I feel like it does have the trash power stuff, but it's only on the main target. So I feel like since remember you don't select the main target, so I feel like you won't actually be able to get the full AoE still. I don't even know if it'll be any different there. Alright, let's go to Gregor. So I wanted the assist defense part first. Class of Sun Up. From Lunia Riki. So that is over here. We have Slash with Invade. So first one, 1 to 5, 1 to 4 invade, use power points next side by 2, and 1 to 6 for 1 burn, and draw 1 page. Of course it's similar though with Limbus, I guess. So in here, these 5 over X burn plus Tremor on target. At X plus White of Daybreak, this still these extra 22 as an unbreakable coin. Isn't that what they did with oh, that's an on-use thing. Unlike if I bring up, yeah, if I did the most recent comparison for using the second coin of a free coin, that would be LCD Ishmael, but theirs is an on-hit one, similar to Dawn Office Fixer Sinclair, where because on-hit is not part of the trashing, we go over here to Gregor, it's on the on-use, which will affect trashing, which will give it free coins, which matches the amount from Salvador Sphinx, you know, to place an invade with another coin because it's not how it works in Limbus. But burn and Tremor count, burn potency, Tremor count, and then second one burn that'll be reused for more burn if you have Light of Daybreak. What's to see what Light of Daybreak is? Light of Daybreak and up to X stacks per turn. Turn start. Then X burn for every Y stack. Then plus Z burn count for every W stack. On hit using a base attack skill, Dane X plus burn on target divided by Y stack. At X plus stack base skills plus Y more burn damage, no burn potency on enemies. X plus stack base attack skills plus Y more burn count on enemies. Punch counter for something Light of Daybreak. Not be staggered or fall over 1 HP due to burn damage. This damage from burn damage effects. X plus % HP take minus Y damage from burn effects instead. So Salvador is another self-burn. Wait, is he gonna as well self-burn? Water heat-proof tote. I almost said waterproof tote. Upon enter first time being fire, butterfly toffin. Copy stagger fall with 1 HP due to burn damage. He goes from burn effects. At Western extra HP takes even less damage from burn effects instead. So I feel like they threw the burn on like with Ender Blossom Foss So unlike, because they're meant to die, you're supposed to destroy them so they can increase the Dawn Office Fixer Sinclair's stats. Oops. Or if I top in, have the X stacks per turn on hit. Yeah, so now we have the ding up to stacks per turn, I think because of Faust, I think. Because of their special thing for their enchanted stills being unlimited per turn. So now I would say in these, the amount. Since that's up to X stacks, we have to use the X here. Algebra is electric correct term for when placing stuff with letters. If base still hit, then stack. The same over here. Using turn start, X burn for every Y stack. Use base axe using X burn on target divided by Y stack. So when hitting enemies with burn, they get more turn. And X plus stack saying burn next week equals half the surplus stacks plus X. And X stack saying burn and burn count instead. Over your top in turn and Dane burn. That expires. Dawn Herald. Base axe shows that burn burns count unique burn deal more damage. Instead still is a raft still do even more damage. Base shows that inflict burn permanency count or unique burn named flash power. If this unit is a Dawn Office identity named base power instead, turn and lose X stacks. So that's from the passive. And think of time first time, if there are X plus allied Dawn Office identities, during this unit on the field, apply Dawn Office stack on all identities equal number of Dawn Office identities on the field. Dawn Office, the X Office will vary Y stack, so like your X stack, heal Y SP. Turn and if all other Dawn Office identities that have Dawn Office, all our identities that have Dawn Office are killed, the effect expires. Dawn Office Fixer is on Sinclair is on the field after the following effects. Dawn Office Fixer onset, Dawnbreak to sunset. Sorry, if Dawn Office rep Gregor's defeated, convert Dawnbreak to sunset on Dawn Office Fixer into blazing sunset. So sorry, if Dawn Office Fixer has less than 50% HP by escape apparatus on that unit. The unit has plus 3 stagger thresholds. Remove the first stagger threshold. And if this unit is staggered, free from stagger, if the unit is uptime 3 or higher, we still have its base stills with 3. And since this, or still 1 or still 2. It's probably still lowest rank, yeah. And start heal at XP. Let's start unstable shove ego base effects. Base attack still effects without past effects that would just use SP below X. When invoke out ego X and pin on state, then the following effects. Start then shield equals X of max XP. When hit while this unit has shield, then X burned into the attacker. Activate storage field on this field. Okay, storage field. Stores all burn damage out in the zone. So it's removing a different zone. That is shared by all characters. Oh, great. If unit has 3 plus affecting with 5th stagger threshold. Yep, same thing with that. Heal SP. Ego effect, base attack effects, but fast effects not reduce SP for X. Okay, so it's the same over here. Yeah, so it will save your SP from down below. Turn start. When enter vote out EOX and pin on state. Heal X on HP and heal SP to max. Without EOX and pin on state is maintained even when you has 0 SP or lower at turn start. Oh, sorry if it seems like I'm talking too fast here. This usually happens when I really wake up just to read the patch. No, it's like a morning routine on either Monday or Tuesday. So I end up talking too fast when I, get into reading this stuff. But when in vote out EOX and pin on state, gain the following effects. Turns out gain a shield equal to X of max HP. While when hit, once unit has shield inflict X burns the attacker. Activate source field on this field. Tip apparatus. When this unit takes damage that brings HP down to X, this HP does not drop below X for its turn. Turn and return from stagger and retreat from this tower, excluding force staggers, not times death. In chain battles, if this unit swaps to substitute unit and move to the rearmost place in the backup team's deployment order, it takes from the tower entirely with no other backup units, and swap places with next turn. Returning to battle, returning the order they retreated in. Returning to battle, return in the same amount of HP and SP this unit had when they retreated. When all effects and stuff save for its respective field. So you had less than 0 SP in retreating, with SP to 0 instead. Would that put it into Blazing Sunset then, if they return, or no? Only when the other allies are dead. When the unit has Dawn Herald, they revive the Daybreak on using base attack stills. Dawn Herald, how did it Dawn Herald? I'm assuming some still free. When other Dawn Office identities meet the following, Dawn Office rep Gregor uses Flash of Sun Up still against the targeted enemy. So that will be the still 1. So the unopposed still 1. At base attack still N. If the enemy was hit, is staggered. Use Flash to Sun Up against said enemies. Not affected if said enemies are staggered before attack of said still. At the attack end of the following stills, use Flash to Sun Up on the enemy they hit per the staggered targets. Notice Victor's Faust eject high noon, and dismembered at high noon. Notice Sinclair stigmatized and blazing strike. The end of it, the falling so on enemy hit versus your target. So still freeze. Alright. Novice Victus is on the field. On hit using extra 20s added Novice Rep Gregor's base dose. It's no wrath damage equal to burn on target enemy since it's activating burn. Oh, Towns adds activating burn but doesn't activate burn. But okay, I know that's for some ego diffs, I guess. Double passive. Similar works up prosthesis. The ally who has the highest HP fixed tremor on hit on its enemies that have burn. If the enemy has X plus burn, trigger tremor burst on a final 20 hit. Then reduce target's tremor count. Hey, at least it doesn't put them as this unit that affects tremor and burn. Alright. It's still 2. Sunset Blade. If over X burn plus tremor on target, and X plus White of Daybreak, doing the following effects. This toin is X plus toin free as Unbreakable Toin. On hit using this extra toin, trigger tremor burst and reduce target's tremor count. So, burn, potency. Second toin, burn and tremor potency. Third toin, burn count and tremor count. And the fourth toin, which reused the third one, burn, tremor count, and tremor burst, losing target's tremor count. Then we have Dawn Splitter, deal burn on self plus burn on target % damage. Time to start doing X protection on Y random allies. They kept it. Whereas the office don't have protection among them, prioritize Dawn office allies. And X plus White of Daybreak, activate Track of Dawn instead. The 25 for X burn plus tremor on target. X plus White of Daybreak in the following effects. Gain found power to put all toins on the still into breakable toins. On final hit, apply burn on target. Then reduce target's burn count. Huh? Wait, apply burn on target to reduce target's burn count. Oh, but it doesn't activate burn. Okay, sure. Apply protect and apply Dawn Herald on all allies next turn. X plus White of Daybreak, apply Y additional Dawn Herald. Dawn Herald over here. Base sales effect burn potency. Unique burn deal more damage. So draft deal more damage. Base actions that they trash power. Use Dawn's identity. They base power instead. So some % damage. Hit trash or final power to all allies for one turn. So you can set that stuff up. Yacht. First toin, burn potency. Second toin, tremor potency. Third toin, burn count, tremor count. Fourth toin, trigger M2 conversion to tremor storch. Trigger tremor burst once. And reduce target's tremor count. Alright. Now we have Track of Dawn. Deal more damage or excess attack with beyond number of actual targets. Focus counter's parts. On use apply protection to X allies, random allies. Versus allies do not have protection, same as before. X plus burn, gain toin power. On use Dane to activate, Dane toin power for X, burn plus tremor on the main target. On attack and apply the following effects. Activate them, oops. Apply Dawn Herald to next turn to all allies. Zoom up to X burn on self and heal Y burn plus consume, burn consumed % HP. Zoom all Weight of Daybreak on self. First toin, burn and tremor potency. Second toin, tremor potency. Third toin, burn potency. Fourth toin, I'll hit trigger F2 conversion into tremor storch. Trigger tremor burst, then just targets tremor count once. Activate burn on target, then we use targets burn count. Wait, no, it's not affect burn here. Oh, if I said like applying burn, no, it's also affect burn here on a found toin hit. But now it's in the toin here. All right, then we have Dardian. Thomas Dardian insist defense. For use of X plus White of Daybreak, affect Track of Dawn instead. Oh, okay. On you, Stain White of Daybreak. On you, Stain Final Power X burn plus tremor on target. Trash win, lose burn count. Still end, lose burn potency. Oh, survivability, but stressful counter. On hit, burn tremor potency. Second toin, burn count. Then heat haze, stressful counter, suspense still. White of Daybreak, gain protection. Then top for X burn plus tremor on target. X of Daybreak, or just unit use Track of Dawn still return to all turns of still into breakable toins. Burn and tremor potency, still toin 1 and 2. So I do have like a immediate Track of Dawn with this trashable dart or the trashable counter. Is it really all going to be trashable counters these days now? Go over back to Dawn office. So Track of Dawn there. I'm disappointed. Do we even put any % damage stuff on the fourth toin that is supposed to be the big toin? Like in the big toin still. At least they kept the protection. I like that. Under request, Sunset Blade. I'm surprised Sunset Blade was made to still 2 instead of still 1. Since the flash up is higher rarity. I mean, it took just made it like a standard free toin that's still 1. And it seems like it's mostly just still 2s now. Or I mean, 2 toin 1s. I'm not talking towards still be. Yeah. The South Burn is an interesting choice. Like I said before, they wanted to tilt him off for Donald's fixer Sinclair, so he did his things active. But hopefully they have some staying power. As I feel they will. It's Modern ID, Burn, and Tremor. So those ones aren't removed on hits, as those are turn end ones, which makes them really strong. So I was excited for Burn, Tremor early on, but now it's just, you know, thrown into these. Flash of Sun Up over here for Una Faust over here. So that is, they don't have Flash of Sun Up. Well, this is like how they have Heat Haze is new. Dardian was that a? I'm not even bothered. If I put X Burn plus Tremor on target, on use thing Butterfly, Fire Butterfly Toffin. On use thing Trust for X Butterfly, Fire Butterfly Toffin. On use thing X plus Fire Butterfly Toffin. We use the final toin. On hit, they inflict Burn and Burn Count. Second toin for Tremor Potency. Butterfly Swash. They Fire for X Burn plus Tremor on target. On use, they Fire Butterfly Toffin. On use, they for every X Fire Butterfly Toffin. Dane Flash Power. Reuse the final toin. First toin. On hit for Fix Fire Butterfly Toffin. Fix Burn Count on target. Fix Tremor Count on target. For every X Fire Butterfly Toffin. Okay. On hit, Fix Tremor Potency. On reuse. So that's up to the X Fire Butterfly Toffin. Trash Power and reuse final toin. So they have Flash Power. So similar to that 2 Pierce one where it's like roller targets die. So they can Trash Power here instead of what 7 Otis would have done. My predictions are wrong once again. Reuse on hit, Burn Potency. Reuse on hit, trigger Tremor Burst, target Tremor Count. Alright, eject. Wait. Why didn't they make Butterfly Swash to still free then? That's like the highest one, actually. Why did they change the names around like that? Okay, it's free toy and eject. Before we use X Fire Butterfly Toffin, eject. As eject High Noon, but it's also rid of High Noon. It's unfocused volume. Then 20 power for X Burn plus Tremor on target. On use, then Fire Butterfly Toffin. On use for X Fire Butterfly Toffin. Then Flash Power. For Burn target. Burn Count on target. Tremor Count on target. Reuse the final toin. First toin. Inflict Tremor Potency. Second toin. Trigger Impetu Conversion to Tremor Storch. Third toin. Trigger Tremor Burst or reduce Tremor Count. Reuse on hit, inflict Burn. Remove Eject High Noon. Unfocused Volley. Deal Burn on South plus Burn on target damage. Talented pure target. Apply the following effect on target of every hit of the skill. Inflict Burn or Tremor. Target has no Tremor, so trigger Amplitude Conversion into Tremor Storage. So it can work on putting Tremor Storage on multiple enemies that don't have it. On use, Thane Flash Power. Thane Toin Power and transfer X Burn plus Tremor on main target. Inflict Burn Count on all targets. Inflict Tremor Count on all targets. On use. It's the same over here. On use, yeah. Attack N. Inflict attack power down next turn on all targets hit. Then Battle Instinct. Then Overheated Toffin. Oh, because it has the on use, the first, second turn inflict nothing. Third turn, reuse this turn. Target as unit has Battle Instinct. Deal plus burn potion target percent divided by Y damage. Trigger Tremor Burst and reduce Tremor Count. The Battle Instinct will probably be different. Yeah, that's different for the Dismemberment at High Noon and not from Stigmatize. No, alright. Let's go into the passives. Oh, okay, we'll sit back over here. Over here, Toffee, turn and then burn next turn. This effect expires. Oh, okay. But maybe it would prevent you from getting Fire Butterfly Toffin, but no, just a bit of burn. Sure, that really need a special thing. Overheated Toffin. That really need to be a special like buff or debuff. It was that really needed. So that was like the min and max speed. Base still inflict more burn pussy burn count on enemies. Still eject deals more damage. Still eject High Noon. Dismember High Noon deal more damage. But don't they already have a conditional for having Battle Instinct? Yeah, there are. I just increase their general damage percentage. Okay. High Noon. Gain min speed on base still attacks so using base power and deal more damage. By the following effects to Sunset Blade. Final hit. If target has X plus burn, if you burn target, reduce target burn count. So that's still 2. Alright. No. Oh, what? It's probably the Allied, isn't it? Oh, they probably said Salvador. Okay, so Sambe. If Dawn Officer Sinclair is on the field, if the following effects. Dawn Officer Sinclair deigns high noon. And sorry, if Dawn Officer Fixer Faust is defeated at high noon on Dawn Officer Fixer Sinclair, they're willing to at high noon. So that's a still 2 of him. So apply the following effects of Blazing Strike. You more convert all toins into unbreakable toins. On hit an enemy, activate burn on target, then reduce target's burn count. At X plus volatile passion, zoom up to rise Storch Field. Do more damage based on Storch Field consume. Once at high noon, they min speed, base attack still used, they base power and deal more damage. Apply the following effects to Sunset Blade. On found toin hit, target's X plus burn, activate burn on target, and reduce target's burn count. Apply the following effects to Blazing Strike. Deal more damage. Convert all toins into unbreakable toins. Burn, consume the burn. On use with the X Storch Field, deal more damage based on Storch Field consume. If you take damage that brings HP down to 0 this turn, use HP not to roll 1 for a turn, turn from stagger when stagger to damage. Storch Field, yep. Okay, Fear Falter, Sigma Workshop. When unit has Battle Instinct, gain X Butterfly, Fire Butterfly Toffin. When other Dawn Office identities meet the following distance, Dawn Officer Faust uses the second offensive still against target enemy, which is that what it means 220. We'll look at that later. At base attack still one. If the enemy that was hit was staggered, use secondary offensive and said enemy. So I think said enemy was already staggered before attack said still. So both Faust and Salvador, Faust, Gregor, Salvador. It's mixed up now. Both have a follow up on a staggered one, similar to Eurodivi Ryoshu, but except it's no Dawn Office one that did it. You second offensive on the hit enemy as attack and the falling skills versus stag targets. Dawn Office Fixer or Dawn Office Rep Gregor's Dawn Splitter and Track of Dawn. Dawn Office Fixers and Clears Stigmatize and Blazing Strike. Dawn Office Fixers and Clears on the field. On hit using reused toins of Dawn Office Fixer Faust base skills. Using raft damage equal to burn on target, cancels activating burn, press of the lone fixer. That's why if it's only one surviving identity, tweet back up his outside identity. What? Oh, wait. Faust, one offensive level, one defensive level. No. We don't know the numbers yet. But they gain offense and defense level up. So, that could be good, you know. Alright, let's go at Dwarani still now. Second offensive. Fight volume effects based on Fire Butterfly Toffin stack. Deal more damage for every X stack. Gain 5 power for every X stack. First toy, inflict Tremor Town. Second toy, inflict Burn Town. Okay, let's have the town. We don't know how to dismember it in High Noon yet. Oh, right over here. Transport Town or Tom start gain Fire Butterfly Toffin. Before he selects Fire Butterfly Toffin, if he as dismembered at High Noon. As the Towner. If the unit has overheated Toffin, effect does not activate. Okay, so they do have something for using the overheated Toffin. It just lets you not use the still free. Or no, it's a defense still actually. So it'll be a defense still. If your unit has the bow effect's not activated. On using toin power for every X burn on self. On use, lose burn on self. Trash unit, lose burn on self. All potency, no talent. Alright. On first toin, for burn, second toin, for tremor, both potency. Alright. Now dismember at High Noon. There's defense defense 2? No, right. Focus volley. All unbreakables. Deal plus missing HP percentage on self % damage. Deal burn potency on target % damage. Talented pure target. But a falling effects on target with every hit of the still. Inflict burn or tremor potency. If target has no tremor swords, trigger amplitude conversion into tremor storage. On use. Gain trash power. Gain toin power and trash power for every X burn plus tremor on the main target. Inflict burn count on all targets. Inflict tremor count on all targets. Attack and assume up to X burn count on self. Burn potency on self. Oops. And heal Y plus burn to assume % HP. Assume all Fire Butterfly Toffin. Gain Battle Instinct. Versus 2 toins mean nothing. Burn toin. Reuse this toin. Unit has Battle Instinct. Deal plus burn potency on target % damage. On hit, trigger tremor burst when you start tremor count. You know, they did it again actually, where their still free and defenses have to be like the Sin Affinity for their main status ones. So it's supposed to be burn, Dawn Office burn. They have to have made still freeze all Wrath, and they had to throw in a Swath as well because they're Tremor, and that's their. Who's doing these hits anymore? I don't know. It's not the public person. That the director themselves making all these bad calls when it comes to accuracy, but is it? They probably approved it, and also, I do not like that person in general. But There's not much to talk about here. I'm just, disappointed. It's what you expect from modern IDs. Self-burn was surprising thing. I know it started glowing red in the trailer, which didn't happen in Rune yet, I guess. But, yeah, so I don't know if it's just gonna be have them on the field and then later just remember they burned themselves so they'll be low HP and might die from Unbreakable or something, or if it's they're fighting the barber and they just still for the institute like with that hit so they can get rid of them for Sinclair to gain buffs. And, I think I wish they would have did a thing for Sinclair that would have made their base actually useful, like walk the volatile ego until they're dead. Because I feel like the whole SP thing is pretty bad. So even without the whole, because that is older ID. Now that they're doing full into chain battles, they could have made the base Dawn of Sinclair better. Since remember, Philip is supposed to fight with them, but they need their ego state, which is later. Though over here, yes, they are weaker, but still, I still think it should have been fine. I switched over here to the ego one. I wish they had the only one. Oh no, I wanted to have trashable defenses. I wanted a trashable two-toying a dart, trashable two-toying dart for Feather Shield with the burn on both of them. I don't know where that is. So burn on enemies. I remember when I played it, Feather Shield it was on trash. Maybe I'm thinking of the T page actually. Hold on. Can I do the T pages real quick? Atomic pages. No. I'm thinking of T pages, aren't I? Where it's trash win, burn on both self and target. That's what I wanted I wanted them to have self burn. This is before they made Ender Blossom Faust, I think. But yeah, I wanted to do a self burn to fill up's identity. But no. Instead, the ones with trashable defenses end up being the Salvador and Yuna ID, who both have self burn. So the one I wanted to have trashable defenses and self burn didn't get that because they're older ID, and then the newer ones that, oh man, maybe that was like a, what do you call it? The monkey's paw thing? Oh, okay, sort of confused. It was from the final fight against Philip, where he has to burn to each other. All right. It was over here. I don't know about the sort of phase free spirit. Yeah, okay, yeah. He throws one burn to all characters. All characters retain strike. Okay. Yeah, but the burn to each other was from the freaking emotions. That's what I was getting confused from. But yeah, I wish they would have put that onto the ID. So they won't do a Pacific trying children one. Most of probably did an ego. Yeah, that's it. That's it for this. Okay. Now we have the 9th Walpurgisnacht. Greetings, dear manager. On July 9th, 2026, TSC news that the 9th Walpurgisnacht will be added to the game. And it will last 2 weeks. Okay. You thought that announcer, Binet announcer, Ego HE, Solemn Nissan, 3-star identities, Dawn Office Fixer Faust, Dawn Office Rep Gregor. I noticed stressing rate changes of announcers. Yep, detail rates. There it is. Yep. Go for this. The 4th and 5th Bokdak. Increased rates for those. Extractions, identities and egos, strong extractions. Yep, this is the same stuff. Difficult through all of this legally, I guess. Announcer, before not announcers, 1 new announcer will be added. Increased extraction rates, affected extractions. Directions use song exchange will be the new ones, and then the new announcer. And then for the Bokdak as well, dispenser. Previous ones are now shardable. These new ones aren't. Yep. And film spending event. We've got effort spending event. The fixer at Dawnbreak reduces the start of the event. Event period 2 weeks. 200 work exchange period 3 weeks. Fear stage 04. And spending event. You have to spend how much? I don't know. It's just standard. From all expenses, 20 FM spent. Spend those modules into mirror dungeons. Do your weeklies and your achievements. Did that 50 runs in, but I don't see you swacking like I've been. I'm gonna go stream some 2 more runs tomorrow. So I still haven't bought out the shop. Even though my current opinion on Limbus Company is I haven't bought out the event shop. This one and the last event, Training Freds. I didn't buy out the shops week 1. I usually do it week 1 because it's Limbus Company. Yeah, that's my current opinion on Limbus Company right now. That's pretty bad. Okay, actually, check my food. Okay, we have the 2026 July 9th scheduled update notice. Greetings, dear manager. Same time, same day. Alright, new content. Yes. Walpurgisnacht 9 identities and ego. With 9 Walpurgis Night. New packages. Nope. Okay, two new ego diffs added. That's supposed to be Philip ones. 2 new feedback exclusive ego diffs will be added today. You don't have separate source and will be obtained via ego search, function future, and no tree reward. Please issue where tuning up to end peer turn effects were applied differently than intended in certain situations. We will explain using the Blade of House of Spires, Ryoshi Duhei Star Blade as an example. In that position, unit has 67 stacks of Duhui's Star's Blade. Unit attempts to gain 20 Duhui's Star Blade by using Slay the Heavens Tayashiya still. It allows the unit to only gain 3 stacks of Duhui's Star Blade, as in any more receives max tap. The unit assumes 50 stacks of Duhui's Star Blades by using Ren Space Echo Shear. Unit attempts to gain additional 15 stacks of Duhui's Star's Blade by using Ren Space. Before, when gaining a buff through stales and other means, if the amount gained exceeds the maximum attack, tap the pure turn limit was calculated based on total stacks attempted to be gained, instead of stacks actually gained. Example above, the Dane treated all 20 stacks from step 2 as having been granted. As a result, in step 4, only 5 stacks were granted. Okay, so after I don't have to read that. You know, if you read that, it won't consume all like your stacks be gained this turn if you can't gain them due to limits. Okay. The identity and egos to be fixed. Raw ego fate aroma and solitude Ryoshu petals. The Blade of House of Spires Ryoshu, the Hui Star's Blade. House of Spires Final Princess Heathcliff, the Dual S-Rates, maturing textbook. OCD Osir Team Ishmael Mook Workshop Yi Type 2 Braid Draw Thrust Force Stochadi Fire Unburned Glory Gregor Ego Man and Stabird. This units with the relevant effects will also be fixed. Although maturing textbook is not consumed via still use, it's still being treated in the fix as it utilizes the same logic. Improvements. There's an issue where the some effects of Obama Ego, Fate, and Aroma and Solitude's Ryoshi's passive avoided not be filled. Functioned differently than intended. Relevant effect. 1 plus Bullet Solitude. If the enemy has less than -4% or staggered at a unit or ally turns end, use Bang Bang as an unopposed attack once per turn. Where the passive effect will also activate at the end of attack of assist units. No activate the attack end of assist units. Why? Okay. There's an issue where when certain effects do not activate when inflicting the living or the departed, when using the Trojan Still of Solemn Gregor Ego. Relevant butterfly effect, no external effects can raise the amount of sinking butterfly inflict additional sinking. Effects related to effects inflict additional sinking instead of additional butterfly. Relevant effect. Increase the amount of burn, bleed, rupture, sinking, or tremor inflicted by +1, including unique status effect. 4. When the Ego's Trojan Still was used, or unit had inflict additional sinking effects, the unit would not inflict additional sinking that it was supposed to, as per the butterfly effects description. After, when the Ego's Trojan Still that was used, or its unit had inflict additional sinking effects, additional sinking will now be applied instead of additional butterfly. Modern Ego Lament Yi-Song, the Awakening Still of Lament Gregor Ego are functioning normally. Only Trojan Still of Lament Gregor Ego will be fixed. Prove one Ego Lament Yi-Song's visual effects, so no separate rule animation plays when loading defense still. This issue where the floor tiles in stage 942 are arranged differently than intended. So all be fixed for torpedoing stage mirror. What? That is ticket, so it's the fight with them. Fix an issue where the related typography UI would not be displayed even when Wayway and South support passive so prove the homeland was activated. Support passive itself is something normally, or MSC typography UI will be fixed. JP only restricted substitute characters used for certain kanji to their official forms. I don't know what those are. EN only. Improve the phrases of the Awakening Still. Text the Solemn Gregor's Ego to match the latest text format. Before, when afflicting butterfly using this Still's effects, afflicting butterfly using this Still's effects. So with this, using the Still's effects. 300 Lunacy, that's it. We're going 300. Yeah, enjoy that. Alright, we're on their Twitter now. Real quick. Typos and so free and free too. There's those. Nothing else? That's not. Stuff at the post for previous night. Alright, nothing! Well, why not? I did see there is new Chie merchandise, but they also have event. Oh, the image didn't even load. Oh, the image didn't. Well, oh, there you go. So these are blind ones. 800 yen, or 1200 for a taste. If you want event ones, this is a horrible event selection. Okay. What's the how many events of these events are bad? Let me see. So some of them are like neat. For example, this one, the whole what's called short people, the midget squad. Okay, the event may have horrible writing, but yeah, it's sort of crucial. And we got the summer swimsuits, the Aoi summer one. the first AOE one. There's a second one. It sucked. I'm sorry, the only good summer event, I guess. Oh, we have one of the worst events of the game. Okay, Music from Eternity. That one, pretty mid. Horrible event! So our Summer Nights there, horrible! Oh, we have the second worst event here. Summer Nashiro Dome. And then we have the admittedly boring Tozu 2 event. Here's some breakdown, and then I didn't do the Yamawaki Demon one. Alright, also those are only in JP only. Alright, okay, and then we have more stuff. Still the China collaboration. There's a bug of Shiki still, doesn't matter. No one, some people rolled, I guess. Bonus recommendations. Where's the other merchandise? I remember seeing there's new Chie merchandise. Oh yeah, apparently there's like some random soup like restaurant that now has version of just Megumi, I guess. So now they became an employee of that place. Alright, cool. Here's the merchandise. This is with some another random store, I guess. This is how a lot of these companies make money. Just throw the swap merchandise around. So here's the image for like the promotional image for Megumi gets a job at a food restaurant. Okay, out of every place you could have got like a low-paying job at, you chose a restaurant. Oh no! Alright, so here we have so it's with Japan Design A3. We have 4 squads, surprisingly. We got A, C, 30G, and then 31E. So just going for with all the generic stuff here. We've got the pins, we got the acrylic stand, you got the 2 keychains. Is it in random pack based on squad? Oh wow. Then we have, are these like magnets? We have entire squad display pennant? I'm assuming these are like stickers or magnets or something. Is this just like a file, I guess? That's it? Let's just zoom into that Chie over here right now. So they, don't go over there. Alright, so we have the logo, with the weapon, and then just like a random thing, like a picture of Wolf, a caricature. Got cloak, we got ribbon, we got. Is that a bomb? Or like one of those like old frag grenades? The mask, the barrels of hay. What? Book, the hair clip, the skateboard, shoes, bow, the plush. Is that like those things that go around the ear? Like those things? A shuriken, the twa adapt. Okay, I think that I'm gonna say right here that's like pretty bad. They already have the twa on their like image. This Bungo usually has that. Why did they choose the twa aden for like a little like accessory thing that they have to the side? Hey, the same thing with Sakuraba over here. It's their ball, but they already have the ball in their image. The eye patch is in the image. Also, I should remove the eye patch after 5.2 complete. The potion. Yeah, I already have a potion there. Vending machine. Okay, I don't know like 31A enough to go through their things. In any case, I think that's it. I've been I covered the other stuff in my actual video on the update, but I think that's it for everything. So back over to the Limbus company here. Yeah, Walpurgisnacht is here then. And I am sorry, disappointed. No Tanner side add-on to this video. I'm gonna do like a full video on it. I did the through chapter 14. I'm on the last Tanner taste, which is Tatsi Bins. Like the gardener from the other event, who's from the elementary school division of the Tanner Academy. Which apparently Tanner's legacy is somehow related to the first of the final sub-streams. I'm assuming that's the Treasure Hunters. Me, Renee is gonna be there. Which is retired from the whole treasure hunting to become teacher. After the other one, the whole like Toad thing, I have to go back and revisit. It's like, what happened here? I've forgotten most of the after all these years. Actually, that's like a more recent one. Actually, I don't know how I forgot like stuff on that, but yeah, it's. I found out. Wait, I didn't do the Towers Academy Christmas one. Oh wow, I still have to do the April Fool's. What do you call it? It was an anniversary. It's like same thing for the Knights of Redemption and then the Nanahara Alliance. So I don't know if I want to retort me reading the Christmas ones. I went to the first part, I was like, I wonder if I should retort myself reading it with dumb voices and everything. I think that would be fun. But so no, I'm still far hard on those Children's Day ones I said I was going to read for the patch notes. But it's our 15 minutes. I'm gonna stop here. I've been Walpurgis. Bye.